When I was a child, I, along with many other children, learned that faith was believing in the reality of things unseen. We did the faith in the chair demonstration, happily trusting that the chair would support us. The only problem with this is that chairs are concrete and made out of matter. We can see them, we can feel them, we can touch them. We didn't learn to trust our chairs overnight. We had all sat in similar chairs before, and we knew that the chair would support us. Our faith in our chairs was built and cemented through experience. And the same is true for our faith in God. Faith in our God is built and cemented through experiencing God taking care of us in ways that we could never imagine. I believe that initially having faith in God to come through on our behalf is a choice. We are creatures that are used to taking care of ourselves. As children, we are taught that individually we are number one, and that number one always comes first. We are taught to prioritize things that will help us succeed in getting ahead, and that we have control of our own destinies. And to some extent, these things are true. But somewhere along the way, the truth can become twisted to thinking that we should have control of everything in our lives. We waltz along innocently through life believing that things will never go wrong. Bad things can't happen to me. Bad things happen to other people. Then, something terrible happens. A grandparent dies, a job is lost, a failing grade is given in a class, or, in my case, a sister comes down with an unknown illness. And we as humans who are used to defining our own destinies lose control of our lives. What do we do when bad stuff happens? How do we react? This past spring break, I went to Minnesota to be with my family at Mayo Clinic as my little sister went through test after test while doctors tried to figure out what her illness was. They were unable to do so. We have no idea what's going on with her. This has had a devastating impact on my family, and we all went through a faith crisis. For a few weeks, even after I came back to school, I didn't know what to think, and more importantly, I didn't understand why God would allow something like that to happen to a 20-year-old woman with her whole life ahead of her. I lost my ability to really believe that God could pull through in her situation. I asked God why over and over again. I got angry with him. I begged him to heal my sister while not even really believing that he could. One night, I asked him the why question again, but I also asked him to help my faith. And in a split second, I heard a still small voice tell me that faith is a choice. Just like we can choose to love people that are not particularly lovable, we can choose to have faith that God is good even in horrible situations. That night I chose to have faith that my baby sister was in the palm of God's hand and that he would take care of her. She's still sick. The doctors still don't know what is going on with her symptoms, and she can't leave the house. But I have so much more peace about the whole situation. It's not about what I can do for my sister. It's about what God can do for her. It's not about me having control. It's about God being in control. And all of these things have led me to know that faith is a choice. This I believe.